It feels as though we've got a decent water element in this room right now. You know? They're much more in their chair. And I feel the silence underneath my own speaking. It's a lovely feeling. However, we're going to talk about the wood element now. Which doesn't mean that we let go of water. It doesn't mean that we stop being rooted. Because you could really think of any element. The health of any element is its capacity to be a conduit between the element before and the element after. Healthy wood is half water and half fire. It's the road from the seed to the flower. It's the means by which potential becomes manifestation. It's the means, feel it, don't just write it down. Do these words have a meaning? What is their meaning inside of you? It is the means by which potential inside of you becomes a bold, flourishing, blossoming in this world. What an amazing thing the wood element is. That which goes from these hidden potentials, these unsprouted seeds, find them, don't just think about them. Do you have any unsprouted seeds? Is there anything in you that lies waiting in the dark? How is what lies waiting in the dark inside of you going to make it to blossom, to here I am, to being able to be shared in partnership with the world? That can feel like quite a gap sometimes. Well, I know that I have the ability to, or I might have could write a novel, has all of this, and here I am! See? I'm ready to give it to you. How do we get between those two? This is the job of wood. What a job. What an amazing job. What a mighty thing. It's like, oh God, thank God there's a wood element, right? Phew. Yeah. So wood is in you a living bridge between every potentiality and its ability to actually show up. That's what spring is. A movement from winter to summer. A movement from root to flower. A movement from potential to manifestation. What an extraordinary thing. It is messy. It's lively. It's an amazing thing, aliveness. Don't just write about it. You might even want to move. Get up and move a little, would you? Just stand and move and see if you can find in your body, am I alive and how can I tell? Like not just theoretically, but what are the actual signs of aliveness in there? Now, how do you know you're not a rock? And it's not like an on-off switch. Wood can be tonified. It can be increased, so it's not like an on-off switch, dead alive. How alive are you? Feel. Hey, how alive am I? How alive am I? Could I be more alive? Yeah. One of the signs of being alive is definitely moving, right? You don't have to be moving to be alive, but something about being alive does conduce towards movement. And being even more alive, often there's even more movement. Sometimes it's an inward movement, a slow movement, any kind of movement. Movement and growth. Find yourself a partner and stand facing your partner. Put up one arm, I don't care which arm it is. Make point of contact with your other partner's arm and let movement arise. And pause. Give nod of thanks to your partner and find another partner. And pause. And give nod of thanks to your partner. Find another partner. Stand facing your partner. You don't have to stay facing your partner. Raise arm. Make point of contact. and let movement arise. And coming to a pause and giving nod of thanks to your partner, and go back to your original partner and raise an arm and make point of contact, and once again let movement arise. And pause and give nod of thanks to your partner, and you may resume your seat. I think it's diagnostic. You know, to do this with something, there are those who are like really basically waiting for you to do something and then they'll follow. And people are like, well, let's try a few things around here. Hope you take with me. It's all kinds of different how we come into the back and forth, the push and shove of being alive, of taking what's inside of me arising to meet what's inside of you arising, and what's going to arise out of that. The number that corresponds to the wood element in Chinese medicine is 3, because it's the number of dynamism. It's the number of movement. Oh, we got intellectual data now. 3-ness, the 3 space. Close one of your eyes and just look without moving your head. We can cover if you want to go back and forth. And notice, it's a slightly different view, yeah? One side of the nose and the other. It's not radically different, because your eyes are pretty close together, but it's slightly different. So which one is the correct view of reality? And open both of your eyes. Sight, you can have with one eye, but what the Chinese mean by vision, which is the sensory capacity of wood, takes 2 eyes. Because when you have 2 eyes, a third thing opens up. A dynamic something new that comes from the 2 that is a whole greater than the sum of its parts. Perspective, depth perception. I have this because I have 2 eyes. One eye can see, it takes 2 eyes for vision. One eye, gotta look at me, it's a visual. One eye can see. But it takes more than one eye to have the vital movement, the something or other that happens when I see it this way and you see it that way. Oh my goodness. So this living dynamism, this constant dialectical process known as life, this is wood. There are many aspects to wood. The aspect that I dream of speaking about at some length this morning is liver blood.